more baseball rankings. The Blue Jays from Toronto, the big hurting them. Bottom first, Jays up 2-1, 2 on. Frank Thomas has left the building. Number 504 for his career. Ties Eddie Murray for 20th all time. Blue Jays' first home run in 66 innings, spanning 8 games. 5-1 Jays. Bottom third, Thomas back for more. First one felt so good, he hit another one. Sole possession of 20th place all time now. 2 for 4 with a pair of home runs, 4 RBI. 30th multi-home run game of his career. And the Jays going to win it 9-5.
250 behind Bonds.
Yeah, unbelievable. So Thomas goes deep twice.
Try to win a game in Toronto. Toughest place to get a road win. Matt Stairs, third Canadian to play 1,500 career games. The great Larry Walker and Terry Poole have played more. Look at the professional hitter.
Exactly what he is, Carl. He can do it all.
Got to be teams interested in him, Buster. They have to.
There are, but I don't think Toronto will let him go because they want to keep the Canadian in Canada.
3 for 3 with 3 doubles, 2 RBIs, a stolen base in his 1,500th career game.
Here's another reason why. Toronto, 4 games behind the Yankees.
Yep.
They have a good week. They're right there.
2 games. The ones that left.
Here's the 1-2 from McGowan.
The Catmandu, Frank Cavadonato, his first leadoff home run since 2003. 6th of his career games.
Yanks and Jays, and that's just Joe Torre and Bex kicking it. And we are obligated, of course, to flash back to May 30th, 2007, the last time A-Rod and the Yanks were in Toronto. And, of course, the controversy. A-Rod rounding second, yells a little something to Howie Clark on the pop-up, and the Jays not happy about that. So, back to Monday. Jesse Litch, A-Rod, there's what we think about that. To the surprise of no one, it's behind him. A-Rod shrugs it off, goes 2 for 3. Frank Thomas, you're my boy, Blue. Johnny Damon with a beat on it, but oh goodness. Reed Johnson, Alex Rios score, and the Jays take an early 2-1 lead. Top 6 of a 3-2 Jays lead. And Robinson Cano, how hot is this guy? Well, I'll tell you. 444, 12 RBI in his last 9 games. A-Rod in, Hideki Matsui in. Yanks take a 4-3 lead.
Melky Cabrera, boy, he's been red hot. 12-game hitting streak. Sends one to Rios. Cano will score. Cabrera 3 for 4 with a triple and an RBI. Yankees extend their lead now 5-3.
In 2006, he was a compensatory pick. High fly ball left field from Hill, way back and gone. That closes the gap a little. Home run, Aaron Hill.
Bottom of the 9th, turn it over to Mariano, who brought his A game. Just ask Rios. High heat. Vernon Wells cranking it up to 96, and then Thomas absolutely befuddled. You are big hurting. Yanks take it 5-4. Rivera with save number 18. But we deviate momentarily. The Bronx may be burning. Toronto is flaring, as in tempers between the Yanks and the Jays. Jason Giambi is back, but he was a witness to this. Josh Towers plunks A-Rod. Now, of course, a lot of history here. Of course, they threw behind A-Rod on Monday, sort of shrugged it off then. A little more visibly miffed on Tuesday, and wouldn't you know, the bench is clear, and oh, there's fire in them eyes, I tell you.
You talking to me?
Yeah,
I go Travis Bickle on him.
And meanwhile, look, Shelley Duncan actually has to come out and restrain Matt Stairs. Now, normally you don't want to mess with Matt Stairs, but Shelley Duncan, he's a pretty big guy. I'd take him seriously. Joe Torre says, all right, I've seen enough. A-Rod, you're on base, you can stay, but this is all the rest of you guys, y'all get back in the dugout. There's Stairs, who just, well, stares. And then more drama late as the Rocket comes back and hits Alex Rios square in the back.
He was not pleased either.
Purpose pitch? I don't know. You make the call.
Come on.
No, the Rocket was tossed. Joe Torre was tossed. Yankees do win the game 9-2.
And 1 carat diamond for that.
Back to the ball yard. Yankees, Jays. Derek Jeter to Josh Towers, who begins the rather unusual 1-5-3 double play. The Jays lose the game 9-2. With a bruised calf as the Yanks and Jays go at it. On paper, good pitching matchups. Roy Halladay, Chin-Ming Wong. In reality, not so much. Alex Rios RBI double. That stares in. It's 1-0 Jays. Next batter is Vernon Wells, and that is a seeing eye single. Lyle Overbay, Rios score. First 4 Jays reach base. It's 3-0. Top 2, Robinson Cano. First of 2 jacks on the night. Give him 17 ribs in 10 games. 3-2 ball game, but it would not stay close for long. Bottom 3, Overbay. That's in. Stairs. Wheels. Throws offline. Jays up 4-2. Same inning. It is Wells. You're my boy, Blue. That's a double. Overbay in to make it 5-2. Vernon, 3 hits, 4 RBI in the third. And the big hurt. Putting a hurt. That'll plate Wells to make it 6-2. And Joe Torre is dialing long distance. Greg Zaun inside first and down the line. Thomas, Troy Gloss score. Blue Jays send 10 men to the plate in the third. Wong, 2 2/3, 8 earned. Worst outing of his career. Halladay was just fine. Thank you. Although Bobby Abreu didn't think that pitch was fine. A little too much lip for Darrell Cousins. He gets tossed. Every Toronto starter except Gloss with a hit. Big 15-4 victory.
The Indians and the Tigers in the AL wildcard. Hey, Toronto. Hey, we're just 6.5 out. In Kansas City, old John McDonald hit a looper, and Mark Teahan celebrating that homer he hit in the first inning, first in 62 games. He gets the top play nominee catch. Top 7, 4-2 Royals, Lyle Overbay. Foul ground, Alex Gordon, say, hey, great play. Back-to-back top play nominees. Later in the 7th, Alex Rios. He goes into foul ground, and Ross Glow could be Ross Glow after making this catch. Hey, Dallas Perez gets a win, and the Royals beat the Blue Jays 6-2.
We've seen 2 of them in this inning.
Wait in stores.
At number 3, back to Kansas City, home of Arthur Bryant's and home of John McDonald. It's short, visiting, robs Emil Brown right there from his knees. He gets the highlight. The Royals, though, they get the win.
Back to the Diamond. Angels great at home, sub 500 on the road, and they're 17-37 in Toronto since 1996. Lyle Overbay here, a single to center that brings in Reed Johnson and the Blue Jays, who spotted the Angels a lead, now make it 1-1. Later in the inning, Vernon Wells to Eric Ibar. Yikes. Angels made 4 errors in the game. Mike Scioscia said simply, that was a bad ball game. Aaron Hill blasts this one to left. Alex Rios scores. This follows a sac fly, which made it 2-1. This makes it now 3-1. They would score 4 in the first with the Jays. Roy Halladay was just cruising. Scioscia was much more effusive in his praise of the other team. He said of Halladay, he's an elite pitcher. That's Sean Figgins grounding into a 5-4-3 double play. And then Doc, who didn't have a strikeout in the first 7, starts dialing up the heat. Gets Jeff Mathis there. Top 9, Halladay looking for his 5th complete game of the year, which would be a major league best. Vlad Guerrero, who knocked in the Angels' lone run. John McDonald, levitation, Holmes. Jays win it. Tidy hour and 58 minutes.
Moved by him, and at number 9, there was not top 10 defense by the Angels. They had 4 errors. Greg Zaun taking one away from Greg Anderson. At least another swing right there. We'll see more from this game also.
Well, now to be fair, we did show an Eric Ibar error, but this play here is awfully good. We do get a force out right there, but not nearly enough, and no offense either because they were against Doc Halladay.
Lead the AL West by 3 games. They'd love to be up, just say 1 at the end of play on October 30th. Sean Markham up against Sean Figgins, who's batting .442 in his last 27 games. No. Orlando Cabrera whiffs on Uncle Charlie. Vlad Guerrero can't catch up with a fastball. Full repertoire there for Markham. Garrett Anderson. Hey, you can't do that to an Anderson. Markham leaves after 7, 4 hits, 1 and run, 6 Ks. We go to the 8th. It's a 2-1 game in favor of the folks from Toronto. Vlad up, 2 on, 2 down. Guerrero strikes out. Big strikeout. Casey Jansen gets him there. Top 9, Jeremy Accardo facing Gary Matthews Jr. Laces. Look at Lyle Overbay play defense, huh? Excellent snag. And you know what you are there? You're Markham gets his 5th straight win. Jays win 2-1. Markham now 10-4 on the season.
Angels 3 up on Seattle, taking on Toronto. That's Kelvin Escobar taking his 2.74 ERA to work. Escobar striking out Reed Johnson, bottom 4, and then Vernon Wells the victim. And then one more time, how about Aaron Hill? Yikes. Escobar, 7 innings, 5 hits allowed, 9 strikeouts. To the 9th, bottom of the frame. Blue Jays down 2. Aaron Hill right at Sean Figgins, who makes the catch, tries to double off Hector Luna. Luna makes it back safely. Next batter, Greg Zahn. Right past Casey Kochman. Hector Luna would score on that. Blue Jays within 1. It's now 4-3. Next batter, Blue Jays with runners on first and third. Francisco Rodriguez getting that stairs to pop up. Angels win it. 30th save for Rodriguez. Gary Matthews homered and stole a base, and the Angels avoid a 3-game sweep.
Blue Jays a swell. It's Roy Halladay, of course. He was matched up with Baltimore's Jeremy Guthrie. Pretty good pitching matchup here. We'll see if Halladay was dealing. I'm required to say that. It's the whole card theme, you know. 5 complete games, 14 wins. Truckee, stop looking at me like that. Top 1 gets Tyke Redmond. 2 on. Kevin Millar can't cowboy up.
I just want to know who the pit boss is.
That's you. Top 2, Aubrey Huff. Roy Halladay, 2 earned, 6 hits in 9, 125 pitches. Ramon Hernandez to short. John McDonald becoming a Web Jam regular.
Oh, man. Put that arm straight from his knees. He does it the best.
And it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Oh,
not only was it quick, he's got a strong arm. He does it the best there from his knees.
Guthrie gets the big hurt in the 4th. 2-2 in the 7th. Troy Glass, who homered earlier, goes down there. Guthrie, 2 earned and 8, struck out 6. We got extras here. Aaron Hill against Chad Bradford, bottom 10. Vernon Wells led off the 10th with a single off Bradford. Hill delivers with the Tim Kirchin would love this. It's the walk-off sac fly.
He likes sac flies, doesn't he?
Roy Halladay gets the no decision. He's lost, though, just once in his last 7.
As a hitter, that upsets you. When you hit one that deep and the guy runs back and catches it with no chance to get the out, let it drop, get the knock.
Jeremy Guthrie now winless in his last 4 starts.
Still with the playoff pulse. It's faint, but nonetheless, it's there. Joe Blanton hoping to do his best Sean Markham imitation as the A's visit the Jays. And Troy Glass says pretty good imitation. So does Russ Adams. Blanton went 7 innings, 6 hits, 6 Ks. Top 3, 2 on, 2 out. Bartender, check Hanahan. 3-run shot on Markham, who'd been close to untouchable. Hits Hanahan's first Major League home run. Teammates say, how's it? Markham, 3 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs. Boom! A's win it 6-4. In Toronto, where the Jays remain on wild card life support. Oakland in the top of the 1st, Mike Piazza. And when this happened, television Scott Van Pelt said that's your top play of the night right there from old John McDonald. We'll see if it is later in this show. Bottom 6, Toronto down 4-3. Vernon Wells has just gone yard. And the very next pitch from Heron, Frank Thomas does his 2nd of the game. 508 career. 3 behind Mel Ott on the all-time list. Top 7 still tied. Jack Cust scores Nick Swisher because Alex Rios didn't bring his adult glove. Heron doesn't have great numbers, but he gets the win. And it wasn't at Stadium Arcadium. It was in Toronto between innings. The Chili Pepper races. The red Chili Pepper goes out to an early lead and is running away with it because she's a lover baby and a fighter. Should have seen it.
Feels good against the Yankees, not so much against the Blue Jays. Dropped 13 of 19 against Toronto, but they've got Vlad Guerrero. What's colder than cold? Ice cold. Vlad out there that landed and lost. Always expect to see like a slee stack or something come out of that rock formation. Guerrero's 20th. Now it's Matt Stairs. It's been said many times, a professional hitter. This guy's still got a very dangerous bat, and he brings in Reed Johnson and Lyle Overbay. It's now 4-3, and Vlad Guerrero. I love to watch this guy play baseball. He does it again. He'll swing at anything. He hits his 2nd of the game. It's now a 5-4 Blue Jay lead, but Jeremy Accardo comes on to get his 25th save right there. Gets Ryan Buddy swinging. That's it. That's all. The Blue Jays do it again. They beat the Angels.
All right, you can do the math.
The Angels lead over Seattle is 1. Linda has the Mariners highlight after I give you the Angels story. Vladimir Guerrero against Roy Halladay. 2 of the game's best. The blooper to center. Here comes Reggie Willits. And the Angels have a 1-0 lead, bottom of the 1st. Same inning, same score. My serve is Torres to right. Another blooper. And Guerrero scores. So 2-0 Angels. Now, can Jared Weaver provide some professional starting pitching? Ooh, nice cheese against Frank Thomas. Another well-placed fastball. Little cutter there on 3-2. Gets John McDonald and Troy Glass. Where's my fastball? Angels win 3-0. What about the Mariners?
I'm glad you asked that.
Because of the top place.
You're not. Blue Jays Angels. Kendry Morales. What do you think about Vernon Wells? What's your opinion on that?
You had to do that. I think it's actually ranked a little too high. personally, but I think it's still a fine catch.
Vernon, are you listening?
Back to baseball. Angels had a one-game lead in the AL West. LA had the Blue Jays in town Saturday. Joe Saunders looking to get to 8-1. Greg Zahn, that's well hit. Gary Matthews Jr., that's well played. Take another look at it. Matthews Jr. got it. Top 6. Jays up 4-2, 1 on, 1 out. John McDonald at the plate. Base hit. Here comes Zahn. We got a play at the plate. Larry Vanover calls him safe. Mike Socha disagreed with it. Tough play to call. Looked like Zahn avoided the tag. It was his 1,000th game. His parents were there. Give him the call. Blue Jays had plenty anyway. They win 9-2. All right, so the Mariners lose. What about the Angels? Trying to hold off the Mariners and beat the Blue Jays. That's Garrett Anderson facing Dustin McGowan. No doubt about that one. Anderson's 9th of the year. Solo shot gives the Angels a 1-0 lead. Top 30 now. Former Blue Jay Kelvin Escobar facing John McDonald. That looks like trouble, but Reggie Willis coming in.
Oh, my goodness. You got to replace your divot.
Yeah, he's going to need some seed mix. Get his etiquette on after that. But
you all right?
Grounds crew had his back, though. And came out and put it all back together. Now Escobar doing his thing. Gets Alex Rios, top 4. Then top 7, Zahn with runners on first and second. Got him 2. Same inning, Matt Stairs up. Runners still at first and second. And that's not going to hurt a bit. Stairs grounds out. Nice play from Orlando Cabrera. Bottom 7, Howie Kendrick at the plate. Gary Matthews on second. Matthews takes off for third. Zahn tries to throw him out, but that's not the throw he intended. Angels win it 3-1. Escobar's won 15 for the first time in his career.
Well, the Mariners picked a bad time to stop sniffing wins. 6 losses in a row. They're at Toronto. Troy Glaus against Jared Washburn. Former teammates in Anaheim. A no-love loss, apparently. 2-run homer. I had no clue where the ball was going, said Washburn, who lasted 3 1/3. It was Glaus's 18th. Bottom 5, John McDonald on third. Vernon Wells, Unieski Betancourt diving stop from the knees. Top play nominee. 6-5. Mariners bring in J.J. Putz to hold the score. Frank Thomas into the gap. Alex Rios, who singled and then stole second, scores on the base hit. Take another look at Big Hurt's big eyeballs. That's why you go to the Hall of Fame when you see the ball that well. The Blue Jays lead 7-5. Top 9. Bases loaded. Raul Bañez with 1 out.
Base hit! No! What a play! Double play! Oh, game over. Oh, my goodness. That looked like that was going to tie it up. What a play by the